start us off with a quick statement. We'll open it up to questions.
Well, obviously excited about the second game win, put ourselves in a position for the sweep tomorrow. Real proud of the kids. Certainly like how we're starting to kind of find something with our bullpen and kind of pieces and matchups and things like that. And I thought Trent Johnson tonight changed the whole complexion of the game. Their kid came out early, and again, as I always like to do, give the opponent a lot of credit. I thought that kid came out. He was aggressive. He was throwing the fastball right by us. But the game required a rhythm change right there early on, and I think we smelt it and sensed it. And it's a saying I like to say, you know what you know. And, it took a little bit of courage on our staff's part, but I thought it was needed at that time. And from Trent all the way to the end of it, I thought those guys just did a heck of a job. Great to see Keegan get back out there again and have some success. But more than anything, just happy for the kids. Find that winning feeling. They've been always just working hard. So I'm happy for their success today.
That was sort of the definition of Latham's Army. You had 7 relievers today, and there were probably a few too many walks. But when guys got in trouble, you put another guy in, and they got the ball over the plate. And you guys been talking about your deep stand.
Yeah, and it's something that we've been working hard for here, Garrett, to try to obtain, and we feel like we have that at this particular time. So excited about that, and again, just getting those guys out there, and I think if they can understand the strength of that bullpen, which is where I think championship teams are strongest, from the back to the front almost, so to speak. We've been fighting for a long time to get that. I think we have it. So they did a great job. And I think what it does too, Gary, is it allows the guys to just kind of stay at the hitter ahead of them. They don't have to be looking down the lineup or anything like that. You just try to attack the guy in front of you, okay, and you just go at it the best you can. And if it's rolling, maybe we stay with it. But if not, we have some willing participants and some able participants down there. The thing is pretty cool when the guys are out there and I come out there to make the change. The confidence that the things they say to each other about passing that baton, there's a lot of believability. So, we'll have to continue to do it to make sure that, we have a chance to win.
So, Jacob LaFerrari was 0 for 9 for the year when he came up to the plate, down 2-0. Gets 2 strikes on when it comes up to the big post to tie the game. Just how much did you like that at that?
Well, I loved it, just happy for Jake. He's a good player, and we've been kind of rotating some players around in some different positions. I think that's just early season baseball when you're trying to figure it out. But obviously, he's doing things in the course of the non-game days where he's giving us those feelings that we think he's earned a chance. And I think what I need to do with him right now, Gare, is I need to give him a little bit of string, so that he could try to get into the flow, into the rhythm of a college baseball game. He was playing high school baseball last year. So put him in, take him out, put him in, take him out. And I just kind of made a commitment to myself and to the staff that if we're going to go with this youngster, I'd like to try to give him a little bit of a leash to get some at-bats under his feet, play some field, and do some things like that. So, I had a lot of good feelings for him up at the plate, and I just try to express that to him through my body language and my eye contact with him, like, you're the right guy in the right spot right here. And for a young kid to step up there and get his first knock in a big moment when we needed it bad, that's pretty special. So excited for Jake, and look forward to see what the future has for him.
And you were already up 4-2 at the time, but the little things you hadn't been doing early in the year, Hayden Hastings, the perfect safety squeeze.
Yeah,
Get you another run.
how pretty was that, And in a tight game like that, we always talk about we got to let the game talk to us, and it was a tight one, and you could tell that each run was probably worth more than just one, so to speak. So we felt like if we could get another crack there, that we could feel good about it. I thought the park was playing pitcher-friendly today, if that makes sense, which is a little bit of frustration about some of the walks that you made mention early, because we have to identify what the the elements are, and we got to force the ball in play because, as you saw, we struck some balls really well tonight that just didn't have anything to show for it because we were fighting the wind a little bit. But
Javier just crushed one early in the game and it didn't go.
yeah, and Groff landed on a ball too, and we landed on a few of them, and that was good. So, but you made mention of Hayden, and don't mean to reverse track on you, but I thought he had a big at bat early too with 2 strikes, and he was able to do what we call backside dirt, and kiss the ball on the cheek, so to speak, and smack a ball the other way. I thought that was a huge at bat in a moment, and then obviously the safety squeeze there. So some mature at bats from him for sure. And then gray hair Frankie gets up in there with his 2 strikes. I don't know if I've ever felt as confident as a coach when a guy like that with as many at bats as he has comes up with a drawn in infield and 2 strikes. I just felt really good, and what a mature at bat. He didn't try to do too much with it, and stayed over the thing, let it travel, and poked it in the 4-hole. So just had some good at bats up and down. I think we're starting to put the ball in play a little bit better and forcing other teams to try to handle it, which I think will be important going forward.
Jack Aldridge was terrific in Starkville last Sunday. You kind of like your position going into tomorrow.
Yeah, I really do, and I just like Jack's progress. He's from last year and now into this year and the starts that he's already made early in this season. We should all be going to bed tonight feeling pretty good that he's going to come out and, pound the strike zone and get after these guys a little bit. So it'll be fun to watch, and what you can see, what we're kind of starting to do might be something that's a little bit of a mathematical equation that we're kind of liking, and that's just passing it. So hopefully he can get us deep into the game, so to speak, and then at that point we'll have some guys ready to get out there. I do want to get some of these young kids on the field here sooner than rather than later. Get their feet wet and a little bit of that. So if Jack can come out tomorrow, give us a good start. We come out offensively, ready to rock and roll. I told the kids, I think what's important in these moments, these are opportunities, and we have one tomorrow, but they ain't going to lay down. This is a good Western Kentucky team. They're well coached, and we're going to have to come out and take it to the game tomorrow, and then hopefully we can get a little separation and then get some of these kids in the game.
Thanks, appreciate it. Good win, good series.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.